Hi guys, I'm back, and today I want to share part of the second chapter of After the Luau When the Laughter Dies Down, and that chapter is called February, A Tenor at the Door. By the time Valentine's Day rolled around, it was clear that I would not be donning my finery and spending the evening at a crowded, overpriced restaurant locked in the throes of romance. That evening, Amy and I sat in her kitchen, chatting and sipping champagne as I chopped away for our dinner. John was nowhere to be seen until the doorbell rang, and he magically appeared. Insisting that Amy stay in her seat, he opened the door, ushered in a barbershop quartet, and handed Amy a bouquet of roses. Oops. My brain melted into bedlam. I neither wanted to invade their privacy, nor did I want to witness a happily married man exult in adulation for his beautiful wife. What I wanted was to flee back to my rental, lower myself into the pit of despair, and crawl under a very large rock. Yet I couldn't leave the room without drawing considerable attention to myself by knocking aside the tenor who was blocking the door. He was a formidable man, blessed with a girth that would make Pavarotti blush and a stage smile that said, "You are mine. You are all mine." His suit was no less intimidating. The red stripes on his jacket screamed of some sort of diabolical stop sign. His bow tie was prepped to start spinning at any moment and hypnotize viewers into submission, and his cane was secretly a switch designed to trip any would-be runaways to the door. There was no way out. My only option was to make myself invisible. I turned off the burners in the stove, grabbed my champagne, and slowly lowered myself to the floor until I was well concealed behind the kitchen island. The quartet began. As they sang "Let Me Call You Sweetheart," I kept myself together by analyzing their harmonies. When they moved on to "Yes, Sir, That's My Baby," I congratulated myself for snapping jazzily along with the beat, but by the time they were concluding with "I Love You Truly," what can only be described as a morbid curiosity won out. Ever so discreetly, I brought myself up onto my knees. Peering between the pots and pans, I could just make out Amy's beaming face, and I was teetering on the verge of allowing my heart to experience warmth from her happiness. And then I saw a single tear drop from her eye. That did it. I went from being almost maybe a little bit inspired by this undeniable proof of love's great existence to desperately needing to flee to my pit, scuttle under the rock, eat an entire box of corn dogs, and of course, blame my husband for any weight I gained. But that dangerous tenor, he'd been joined by everyone else in the room for hugs and kisses and thank yous and happy fucking Valentine's days, and I was imprisoned in passion perdition. Kidding myself that I'm one of those women who is beautiful when she cries, I am not. I turn bright red, my eyes swell, my nose around, and I get this clicking, like that in the back of my throat, like a sick cat. I dried my tears and rose from the kitchen floor and faced the music. Thanks for listening. That was chapter 2 of After the Luau When the Laughter Dies Down.